We're live. Hello, everyone, and shout out to each and every one of you. And thank you so much for tuning into your girl Siren on the Siren Speak Show. Let me fix my little thing is like, come on here now. Which one is it? It's right. Okay. Yes. So shout out to y'all, you guys, and welcome to the Siren Speak Show. Today we're going to be talking about just a lot of stuff, y'all. We're going to be catching up on so many things and so many messages that we should be discussing and that, you know, we should be realizing, okay, as we stay tuned into the whole mumbo jumbo gumbo, okay, that's going on in this world. We want to talk about some of these messages, okay, that are, y'all, I'm so annoyed with this, okay? We want to talk about some of these messages that, you know, we should be getting from the others, okay, as they share with us, all right? Okay, wait, hold on, let me see. Hold on, y'all, because this thing here, honey. Okay. I'm trying to see how it is that this should go. But shout out to you as you tune up into the building, and thank you to everyone who comes in and give the video a big old fat thumbs up, okay? Shout out to, I think that's better. Shout out to each and every one of you, okay? So I titled this particular video, you know, the Diddy, the Jaguar, right, the Jay-Z, all of that stuff that's going down, you guys. We want to talk a little bit about that, as well as we're going to talk a lot about some other things, okay? And shout out to everyone who has purchased their ticket to our upcoming seminar. My upcoming seminar, you guys, is going to be telling you how to get your power back, especially during this time. So for those of you who will be actively in the live, okay, or in the seminar, you will be able to chit chat with me and everyone else who's in. And then we will also have a link. So if you are unable to catch the video or the seminar live with us, you will be able to watch the playback. So don't let that stop you from purchasing your spot in this upcoming seminar. You don't want to miss this that I'm going to be telling and teaching you, okay? For those of you who are interested, you can go to spiritualcandies.com and you can purchase your slot, okay, in this upcoming seminar. I'm going to put the link here. So for those of you who are interested, you can go straight to spiritualcandies.com, purchase your slot, and we will be seeing you guys this Sunday. It's going to be on October 27th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? For those of you who know you to check, for those of you who love yourself, you will be in this class. You will be in this seminar, okay? And we're going to start talking today, you guys, because every day I think I wake up to more and more stuff coming out. Hey, Janice! Janice up in the building. Shout out to you. Every day, y'all, I wake up and I find out so much more, or I hear so much more about everything that's going on with Diddy. And all of these stories that are coming out, you guys, this is the same stuff. I'm so glad that it is happening in the physical, because that means it has been exposed, okay, in the spiritual. And this is the same stuff that I have been talking about, you guys, when I talk about those ticks, you know. For those of you who have attended my seminars in the past, you will have heard me speak frequently about these ticks, these energies unbeknownst to you, who are feeding off of you, who are literally sucking the life force energy out of you, unbeknownst to yourself, right? These attacks that, you know, we are seeing in the physical, you guys, according to, I don't even want to know what dimension it is, okay? But these things also take place in the spiritual, and we are connected to it, and we are all tuned into it, because honestly, we may also be a victim of these crimes, you know. It's just with us having to prove in the spiritual that is happening in the physical, you don't have to worry about it. Spiritual court has already taken place, honey, okay? Spiritual court has already taken place, and this is why we're seeing it play out in the physical court. Okay, so things happen in the as above, and then it trickles down to the so below. So this is why we're going to see a lot of people that are going to be moved out of positions of power. Because one thing you don't want to do, I tell you, one of the sins, one of the deadliest sins in the third dimension is sincere ignorance, to literally be ignorant of how to survive and maneuver the third dimension. But as a God, okay, one of the most sinful, sincere sins is to abuse your power. Once you have been promoted to a god and or goddess level, to take and abuse your power to where you are now manipulating others, you don't want to do that, because you don't want the wrath of the universe coming against your arse, okay? Sometimes these gods get to a point where they feel like, oh, because they are a god, they have been promoted to a god, that, they have the ability to do as thou wilt. And even when you are a god, you cannot do as thou wilt. You must do what is in alignment with the laws, okay? And when I say the laws, I mean the laws of the universe, all right? So let's talk about all of this stuff that's going on, you guys, okay? And we're going to be talking about a young lady who's coming forth who alleges that she is one of the children, okay, that, they had at these parties for years. She's saying they had more kids that were there. And I believe her name is Allison, okay? So I wanted to do the research with you guys, okay? We need to know what is being said to us. Let's see what Allison name meaning. So they call her Allie and her name is Allison, okay? So it says it translates to noble or noble person, okay? Maybe the son of Alexander or Alice's son. So we got to think about who name is Alexander, who's connected to a god energy, okay? We can look into that as well. Okay, so it says son of Alexander, son of Alan, or son of Alice. Okay, it's a gender neutral name. And it can also mean kind and noble. Okay, but I love that we have Allison starting from the beginning, meaning noble or noble person. So we have this person, this young lady who's coming out saying what they did to her. And this girl started calling out some names, honey. And I'm like, okay, Miss Thing, Miss Thing is going in regards to these names that she's calling out. Okay. So with this person who is noble, this young lady, so she's representing people who are noble, who are saying, hey, I have been abused, okay? I have been mistreated. She said her pinky doesn't even work anymore. She can't even move it because she has been tied up so much, okay? Now, when we're talking about a noble person, it says a noble person, someone belonging to a hereditary class with high social or political status. Listen, y'all. It says a person of noble rank or birth. I told y'all, this is y'all. You are the gods and goddess who have been born into America, okay? I cannot speak of any other country, not even Antarctica. Antarctica is a portal, okay? According to, the alleged, okay? However, this noble person, y'all, everything is being said right before us. And I know some of us are saying, Siren, I refuse to put myself in a victim mode. I refuse to say that this has something to do with me. Everything that happens on the outside has taken place on the inside. We as a collective are now experiencing a collective karma. This is a collective karma of the world. A noble person is someone who's born into a specific, okay, a person of noble rank or birth, okay, belonging to a hereditary class with high social or political status. Okay, y'all, this is you. This is what has been going on in the spiritual realm, where there are court proceedings taking place in the spiritual realm because you should have been born into wealth, prosperity, abundance, happiness. Your purpose has been blocked. See, they don't with the wrong one. That's the thing about it. And I love that they did. They don't mess with the wrong one. Okay, they done got so bold and cocky with it that they thought they can do this to a specific hereditary or bloodline. And guess what? Now they getting their little arse whipped, and now you don't see them doing nothing but running, and all you see is the backside of them, and you see nothing but ashy legs and elbows, okay? Butt cheeks and elbows, because that's all you see them. They running now. Okay, they getting thrown out of those positions of power because you don't bumped your head, is what the universe said. I know you ain't messed with I know you ain't messed with this one right here. I know. Now, let me tell you something. You say, well, how would I know if I've been a victim? Have you ever been hag-ridden? Have you ever had a dream of someone chasing you? Have you ever dreamed of being in a parking lot in any way, shape, or form? You're looking for your car, you're getting in your car, you're just in a parking lot, okay? Have you ever had a dream of being shot or killed or hurt or something attacking you? Okay? Any and all of these, and there are more dreams, you guys, but I don't have time to go through all of that. Y'all will know, okay? If you have had these type of dreams, then y'all, this is why this situation is very relevant for you, okay? This has everything to do with you. You have been praying, you have been asking for your blessings, for your abundance. Those of you who work with spiritual candies and those of you who work with other spiritual practitioners that have encouraged you and have enlightened you about how to increase your vibration and step into your purpose and your power. But mainly for those of you who have worked with spiritual candies and have done your baths and have done your planetary work and have done your DNA karma energy, y'all, let me tell you something. It is because of those things that you have done. Even if you did it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, some of you guys who work with me for years, okay? The work that you have done have shifted this world in a way that you guys are a part of the savior of these children. You are the Jesus energy that they don't want here. You are the sacrificial lambs that they want to get rid of. Because when y'all work on yourself, when y'all get into y'all real vibration and energy, even if just for a day, you will be surprised how much change, you are bringing to this world. I tell you guys, as gods and goddess, we have a physical responsibility and we have a spiritual responsibility. We cannot lack either of those sides of ourselves. So when you are doing your spiritual work, you guys, this is the importance of doing your spiritual work, because these are the changes that we need to bring into this world. So shout out to each and every one of you who have been doing some work within these, last couple of years or even all your life. Some of y'all have been doing it for a while. Shout out to each and every one of you, you guys, okay? I'm going to go over the collective message really quick, okay? And after I go over the collective message, y'all, we're going to get into some of the talks of today, right? But I definitely wanted to salute each and every one of you. And I wanted to let y'all know that all of those baths y'all took, listen, you guys have called judgment on these mofos. Okay, all of those beach healing seminars that y'all went to, okay, you guys have called judgment on these mofos, right? All of this stuff, you guys, that we are seeing is due to the work of those of us who are put here specifically to bring about this judgment, to bring about this change, to put dates away, to say, get going on, have several seats, you done enough. Okay, so shout out to you, God and Goddess, for rescuing these children who are being found, these, women who are being found. I saw a story where there was something with Wayfair, okay, and I'm like, what? Because I got my chair from Wayfair, not this one, but my other pink chair that I do my makeup in. I'm like, excuse me, what? And allegedly, Ellen DeGeneres, okay, was connected to this with, they were shipping some, they were selling some sort of, looked like school locker, okay, like it was like a little closet or something, but they were selling them for 10 and 20,000. And the name of these lockers had like women names who allegedly had been trafficked. So people would go to Wayfair and they would purchase. Okay, because remember, you go on to Wayfair, just like with Amazon, just like with Walmart. Like if I want to sell at Walmart, I can list my product on Walmart.com. And then when you purchase it from Walmart.com, it's going to come from me in my house or my warehouse, wherever it is that I ship it from. Okay. And it's just like that with Amazon. It's just like that with Target. Okay. You think you ordering strictly from Target, but you're not. You have people who sell things through Target. So these mofos allegedly had done got so bold that they started allegedly selling these things through these sites. Okay. So you go to Wayfair and you purchase a $10,000 locker. It looked like a big old tall chest, looked like a school locker, and it had like 2 doors. Okay. And you purchase that for 10, 20, and $50,000. So, Wayfair, like, what the, it looks ugly. It looks like a school locker. Like, okay, it had the little airway in it. So why are you selling this for 50,000? And why so many people buying it? Allegedly, it came with some special stuff on the inside. Okay. Allegedly, when you purchase this locker, they ship it with, if you purchase Allison, the locker, you get the locker Allison. So when you receive your locker and open it up, Miss Thing up in there, like, allegedly. Now listen, this remind me of a movie I saw. Now in this movie, there were people buying, okay, these women and children, and they were shipping them in these boxes. And listen, in this movie I saw, the people at the port, when they would receive these boxes and packages off of out at the port, they was hearing cries and screams. So the people at the port decided they wanted a raise. And they decided, we are now going to strike. If y'all don't give us a raise, we telling it. Now, this was a good movie, honey, because them people at the port was like, we hearing screams and cries in some of these packages, these big old crates and boxes. And this movie, when I say this movie had me tied in, honey, it had me tied in. It was a good movie, honey. I say, oh, child, not the people striking, honey, because they hearing cries and screams of women and children. And they decided to go on strike. And guess what? They ended up getting their money. But they wasn't going on strike about no damn pay. They was like, y'all better pay us big money or else we telling. Okay. So anywho, I was like, I'm going to take a little nap after this movie, child. That movie was too good, honey. I say, oh, Lord have mercy, honey. Spill it. They were spilling the beans. So, yeah, you guys. So all this stuff, y'all, is coming out because there has been a shift. When you guys receive the call to step into your power, when you guys receive the call to take action spiritually, and you're like, I got to heal this. You were called to do that for a specific reason. Okay. And you guys are about to be rewarded for your efforts. You are about to receive praises in ways that you would have never thought you would be receiving. Okay. Now, this is the thing about it, because I looked up what the numerology for the collective is at this time, and we have 4141. Okay, look at this. 4141, which is a number of breaking from negative patterns or bad habits. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you right now may be thinking about some things that you want to let go of, some things about yourself. You're making some sort of changes, either to the way that you eat, the way that you work out. Maybe you're starting to include a workout regime. You're starting to implement some sort of new strategy in your day-to-day life, or you're starting to think about implementing some new strategy in your day-to-day life. This is because your 6th house is heavily affected right now. So what you may want to do is check your birth chart to see what activity you have going on in your 6th house, to see exactly what it is, or what zodiac that is there, what planet that is there, that is currently going to be undergoing some major transformation, because the next number is 000, and this is the card of a new beginning. Okay. This is the number of a new beginning. There's a reset. In order for you to have this reset, you're going to have to change, you guys. Some things about you are going to have to change, okay? So if you are being faced with something you want to change, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Because This change has got to happen in order for you to receive this promotion. In order for you to receive this blessing, this change in your frequency has got to happen. So your spirits, your guides, your ancestors, whomever it is that walks with you for your highest good is saying, hey, you need to do this. You need to do that. Y'all, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. We got the Four of Pentacles and we got the Devil, honey. They are trying to keep you from doing this, okay? They are trying to keep you stuck because this is some sort of generational. Okay, it appears because we're looking at the fourth house. We got the devil in the fourth house, you guys. The fourth house is the foundation of who we are. Okay, the fourth house is your family, your bloodline. Okay, and remember we talked about earlier when we talked about something generational. Okay, I can't remember what it was, y'all, but yes, so this is what they are attacking right now, you guys. The fourth house. Some of you are probably being asked to move. Some of you, the devil may be in your house, okay? And when I say the devil may be in your house, it means that you may find yourself like craving things, you know, maybe a lot of sweet, a lot of sugars. You may find yourself abusing social media right now. There's a lot of addictive. Whatever you are addicted to is calling out to you 5 times more than you normally would probably do that addiction. Okay, if it is whatever it could be. Some of us it could be intimacy. Now you probably feeling like a damn rabbit, you know. Some of us it can be alcohol. Now you just finding a need or craving drinking more and more. Some of us it could be gambling. Okay, now you want to gamble more and more and more. Some of us it could be food. Now you keep thinking about that food. Like you're finding some sort of addiction that we're having to face in order for us to get in this energy right here, this 4141 energy. Okay. Again, we have the fourth house. That number 1 is a new beginning in that fourth house. There is something that is trying to get you to shift. Okay. It's our physical body that is trying to have a reset, y'all. Okay, but it's not able to happen until we remove some sort of low vibrational. And when I say low vibrational, I mean these habits or addictions. We all have some sort of addiction. Some of us are addicted to working out. Okay. Some of us are addicted to, you know, eating healthy, you know, and I know it's like, oh, I'm addicted to eating healthy. Yes, you can be addicted to eating what you consider to be healthy. That can be bad for you if you haven't fully educated yourself on what it is that you need to eat, you know, and what it is that you should be eating, right? According to your body, your blood type, your frequency. You know, if you don't know all of that and you consider yourself eating healthy, like you got to really do the research. So you could be eating unhealthy, right? So when it comes to us, you guys, we have something with this devil energy right now. There's a frequency, there's an energy, there's an addiction that is holding you back, that is keeping you stuck, and you have to break it. And for those of you who will be in the upcoming seminar this Sunday, we will be going over ways to break these addictions, because these addictions, a lot of people think if you stop doing the habit that you're going to break the addiction. No, what you have to do is educate yourself on it. Okay. And I'm going to teach you how to educate yourself on your addiction, regardless of what your addiction is. We're going to be talking about how to educate yourself on your addiction, how to break unhealthy habits, you guys. Honestly, is trying to stop the habit is harder than knowing this information right here. Okay. Literally trying to stop the habit is way harder because you find yourself back on a bandwagon. Then you get off, then you get back on. When you know this information right here, this will help you to not only get off, but stay off, because you will no longer vibrate towards it. You have to vibrate out of your addictions. You really, truly do. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Shout out to y'all. Hey to everyone who's tuning up in 2. Okay. All right. So next up, you guys, in the collective message, we have, the Lovers and the Strength card. Okay. Now, again, the Lovers, you guys, which is the number 6, that's that 6th house. Okay. Now we're looking at the 6th house. The Strength card is the number 8. So now we're looking at the 8th house, which is Scorpio, which is about death. Okay. Destruction, secrets. So again, there's this secret. Okay. Here's this secret right here. And you see, she's rubbing this thing, that beast looking thing, honey, that right there. is what is your addiction. And you see what she's doing? She's nurturing that little thing right there, y'all. She's giving him exactly what he needs to feel good. This is what your addiction looks like when you go inside of it from a spiritual aspect. This is what your addiction looks like. And this is what you look like nurturing this addiction. Okay? We have the Lover's card. Again, these are major choices. The Lover's card talks about balanced choices, okay? Balanced choices that you're going to need to face these addictions. The sixth house is your house of health, your diet, your exercise, your daily routines, the things that you do. Some of us, like I said, it could be scrolling. Maybe we scroll too much. Maybe we watching Netflix too much. Maybe we, whatever it is, we're doing something in excess, okay? And in order for us to get our power back, we have to stop nurturing this right here. We have to stop nurturing because, see, this is what it looks like in the real world, in the third dimension. It looks like your significant other. But when you see him in the spirit realm, this is what he looks like. So a lot of you, when we talk about your relationships, and this is what I see. See, this is what you see when you with Charlie. But when I go in, I see Charlie like this. And this is when I say, hey, you're in a toxic connection. You're probably in a low vibrational connection. You're probably dealing with someone who's feeding off of you, okay? When they're good, this is how I see them. Oh, okay, well, this is a karmic person. You're going to learn a life lesson for them. Or, look, you need to get the hell on. You need to stop playing with your life, honey, okay? And for our men, okay, this is what the woman looks like. She's that entity right there. So we're definitely going to have to, look into some things, you guys. And like I said, for those of you who are a part of the upcoming seminar, we will be discussing, okay, things that you can do to get your power back so that you no longer have to nurture this beast that has been with you since you were born. He has been with your family, your bloodline. He's a part of all of you. Okay. And he has found ways to be nurtured and fed and taken care of by not just us, our grandparents and great grands, but our children, grandchildren, and great grandchildren. We have to stop him today. Okay. We no longer have to feed him. We need to starve him out of the bloodline. Okay. And these are the things that we will be addressing. And when you start to do these things, y'all, listen, when I say your mind, it's like the way you think. You're like, hold up, something. You just figure out, you just be like, I would have never, how did I even know that? Oh my God. And you start thinking about moving in directions that you never would have moved in before because this is gone. This is connected to that devil, that addiction. Okay. Look at it with the drink in the hand. This is what's connected to that addiction. Okay. But the thing about it, we all want to run away from the devil. But the thing about it is, guess what? We all are in this type of a relationship with the devil. Because we know those habits. We know the things that we do that are not right. We know that, but we are not taking action on it. Okay. So we have the sun coming up, you guys, and the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords. Y'all look at this person. He coming in through your window. Now, remember, the house is the body, okay? Now, when we say the window, what do we say is the window? The eyes, okay? The third eye is what they're coming into. Now, this here, the sun card, represents the birthday. And remember, I told you guys, we're trying to go through a reset. This is the birthday card where we're trying to go through a reset, but it is requiring us to release these negative habits. Okay, we can't go through that reset. So this mofo is coming in through the window, honey. The eye of the soul. The eye that's leading. It's manipulating your third eye so that you move in the direction that they want you to move, so that you think things that they want you to think. A lot of your true thoughts, you guys, a lot of your true thoughts, a lot of your true ideas are right before your own eyes. And I mean that. A lot of the things that you see are things that you would have thought of, but they have been stolen and they're being created before you could even, like, God, that was a good idea. That sounds like something I would have thought of. You did. But they break into your mind, your third eye. They access you through what? This screen time, because the more we're on this phone, you got that screen time, okay? And that blue light that's coming from the screen, that even if you think of something, your phone already done took your thought. Just that simple. Your phone already done took your thought before you even took action. You thought, I want to go get some pizza today. Before you go get the pizza, the phone already saying, order here. Special at Domino's going on, a pizza, which one you want? It already done stole your thought, your idea, and have already manifested it in the third dimension via an action you should take, which means controlling your actions. They're coming in, okay? From the window to the wall. I don't know why that just came in my head, okay? Shout out to y'all. Hey to everyone who's tuned up, and thank you to everybody who come in and give the video a big fat thumbs up. I really truly appreciate it. Again, shout out to each and every one of you that will be in attendance to my seminar this Sunday at 2 p.m. If you haven't, go ahead and get your spot, honey. Okay, because you do not want to miss the information that you guys are going to receive. It will help you to vibrate to this and to vibrate to this new beginning. Okay, this is where we need to be. Now, I always say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Okay, so when it's time for me to do seminars and to give out certain information and knowledge, you guys, that's when I do it. Outside of that, I'm like, okay, I guess it ain't time yet. You know, I guess it's just not time. Now, the thing about it is, so you guys know, before we move on to this next part of the message, so you guys know that, you know, I come over here and I give as much information out as I possibly can, right? And I also do seminars. And it's so crazy because there are people on YouTube that even Siren, like I would want to watch these people. And I'm like, okay, let me check these people out. They seem rather interesting and things of that nature. And then next thing I know, I start listening to them and it just so happens to coincide with videos that I did. And I'm like, you know, because I know things, y'all know Siren, people always be like, well, Diddy is doing it, Jay-Z did it. But I come and I give y'all a totally different, you know, message, right? We go a little deeper and everything over here. And I've been seeing, you know, a lot of people, I kind of stayed away from YouTube for a little bit because I got tired of seeing people literally regurgitate things that I've said, right? And YouTube don't want nobody to see Siren say it, but they would definitely pass it on to another person and let them put it on what they call a bigger platform, okay? One guy took my whole Patreon live. How the hell did he do that? Well, I do record my Patreons on YouTube. So I do use YouTube as a platform on my Patreon. So that's why YouTube have access to the information. But they took my whole damn Patreon live and they gave it to these, you know, people who have bigger channels. And I'm like, wait, I know. See, I'm very strategic about what I say and how I say it, right? So, and this is something that I'm telling you guys for a reason. I want y'all to understand this. So you guys know I come over here, I talk, I might get 15, 20 views. I've been doing this for over 7, 8 years, right? Going live, giving messages and stuff like that. I don't mind because thank God, okay, I don't do this for a living. I do it because I love to educate people. I love for people to grow. I love for people to have testimonies. I do it out of the kindness of my heart. It's something I love to do, right? Now, I also do the little vlogging, okay? I have the Simply Siren channel. So when I looked at bloggers who have bigger channels, you know, I'm talking, they got 60, 70, 100,000, 100 and some thousand. So I'm like, okay, you know, let me watch some of the vlogs of these bigger vloggers. And once again, y'all, these vloggers go even to my little old vlogs. My vlogs might get 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, maybe 100 views, y'all. Maybe 100, maybe. That's if I really promote it, you know? And it's like to see these vloggers come back and do everything that I'm doing, even on my little vlogs. And I'm thinking, like, wait, I don't even want to watch your vlogs no more because you just repeating everything I just did on my damn vlog. Like literally, these are vloggers who talk about food. They go shopping. You know, they live their little regular life. They go on trips and all this. Now, all of a sudden, you is talking about eating according to your blood. Now I'm going to a holistic healer today, y'all, because I'm going to find out my blood type so I can eat. Y'all need to start eating according to y'all blood. I'm saying that to say this, y'all. just when you think nobody is looking, everybody is looking. And life is going to manipulate. And I'm not upset at these women. I'm not. I don't want it to look like Siren is mad. I'm not. At first, I was. I used to be. But I'm going to tell y'all what I had to do. Because I say, you know what? This is happening for a reason. Okay? This is happening for a reason. And what the universe showed me was, you think nobody is watching because YouTube is manipulating your views to make it look like it's only 5, 10, 15 people. So you think nobody is watching, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it in your face where you're going to have proof that the influencers are being influenced by you. And that's what he has been doing. I mean, these women do look kind of, I'd be laughing, y'all. It'd be cute, though. It'd be cute because one of them was like, y'all, I'm doing 10,000 steps a day. I love it because I'm like, I love that I'm touching people. And I love that they're promoting this on their bigger platforms, okay? And God is like, listen, don't look at what YouTube is trying to manipulate. See, they try to get you caught up in the numbers. Y'all is trying to get people caught up in the numbers. Whatever the numbers are in your bank account, that don't mean you're not a billionaire. Don't allow this third dimension to trip you up, because then you're going to develop a consciousness that is based upon their lies. Okay? Gods and goddess, level your mind up. You're not the poor person you think. You're not the check to check that you think. You're not the I ain't got it or I never had. You are already that. It's just they living off your money and not you. You have to learn how to adopt the mentality of I'm just okay? And not to be cocky with it or arrogant, but to be truthful with it. You are more powerful than you know. You are more wealthy than you can imagine, okay? You are more abundant than you can imagine. You have to embrace it, y'all. We got to remove these low vibrational thoughts that are blocking us, these bad habits of thinking that we're a lot less than what we are. We have to tap into these new beginnings, y'all. We have to get out of that I got to see it to believe it type of stuff, okay? Because I'm thinking maybe nobody see it. I don't know. These women have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, y'all, okay? Hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They video get almost 100,000 views. And here they are to 100,000 people, everything that Siren is saying. Okay? Regardless of how you get it out there, regardless of how you get out there, regardless of how you receive that abundance, be open. Don't close yourself out, because I'm thinking maybe I need to speak to 100,000 people. I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I done talked to 500. My message done got out to 500,000 subscribers without me having to talk to all them people. Hell, let them deal with all that energy. I'm just putting the message out. So a lot of you, listen, y'all, don't let this third dimension with your head. You have to walk that as if it is today, as if it is already. You have to be confident in every action that you take, as if it is already done. You have to start seeing your life and things that you want as if it is already there. Stop allowing this right here to come in and say, no, that's not going to happen, because look, this all you got in your bank account. They need you to believe that, y'all. They need you to eat that up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I ain't got it. Y'all have seen the way this universe moves in your favor. You have seen it in ways where you have had days where I'm like, I would have never known. Like, this miracle just happened. No, that's because at that moment and in that time, you were open and you were ready to receive. And you got that blessing. But majority of the time, y'all, we're not open. We cutting ourselves off. We stepping on our own toes because we believe in the reality that we see. The third dimension is going to make you think you ain't got that. It's going to make you feel low. It's going to make you feel insecure. But you got to know how to master this, y'all. Remember, we got to play chess, not checkers over here. At the end of the day, every day, you need to be checkmate. You got to make powerful moves every day. Some of these days you're going to be tired, you're going to be weak, you're going to be weary, but that's going to be that day that you know, oh, this must be a day I could do something that's really, really, really good. That's really going to work out for me because they got me tired, they got me drained. I'm telling you, y'all, I be getting up. If y'all watch me on my vlog, when y'all see me at the gym working out, y'all, I be tired. I be in there like, oh my God, but I get up and I go. But long as I lay in that bed, you know what I'm saying? I lay in the bed and I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like I ain't gonna go, I ain't gonna do it. I say, you know what? Get up. Just get up and go. Just get up and go. Get up and do it. And it's like something happens that minute I get up. And when I leave out of there, I be feeling so good. I be skipping out. Ah! I feel so good. And I be like, dang, I'm glad I ain't staying in the bed. You are going to be challenged right now. They're going to shift all this, making you think that it is what it ain't. They're going to create a reality around you that makes you think it is this when it's not. Okay? Let's get this next piece of the message, you guys. We have the fool and the high priestess. This is what I'm saying. You see, look at this person right here. First of all, look at this damn child. First of all, his mama ain't had no money for a Halloween costume, maybe. I don't know. But who needs that, okay? Look at the pumpkin. Y'all see the pumpkin? Look at it. It's sad. You see that? Ain't no candy in there. All right? This is what I need y'all to do to this mofo right here. Starve that bitch. Starve his ass, y'all. Starve him, okay? Because he needs your energy. Look at him. You're not giving it to him no more. This ghost energy that is hiding in your frequency and has been there with you perhaps since birth. But look at the secrets, okay? This is you, right? This is you. Now, you see, we have the pomegranate here, which represents the energy of death. Okay, this is the underworld. Okay, this is the offering to, I think, Persephone or Hades. Okay, this is the underworld, the offering, so that you can go in the underworld and get the energy. Now, the information, okay, on this right here. Now, you see this fool card, you guys. You see this with the number 0. This is that new beginning. I told y'all. This new beginning. He's not going to be a part of your new beginning. Look at his face. Look at him. He's not going to be a part of your new beginning if you do the work right. He knows. Look, you know, this is supposed to be full of candy, y'all. What is candy? That weakness. So to us in the third dimension, it's candy. But in other realms, it is, you know, alcohol. It's intimacy, you know, wanting to be intimate, promiscuous, you know. It's whatever that addiction is. But if you starve that addiction, you starve the entity connected to it. Okay? This is the only way we're going to have this new beginning. We got the underworld working with us right now. Okay, we got Hades and Persephone, Medusa. We got a lot of the underworld beings that they told us to hate, the ones that they told us, ooh, evil, wicked, and demonic. Oh, don't say, you know, but they put Medusa head on the damn person, a whole outfit, and call it Versace and all that stuff. But they don't want you working with her. They don't want you, you know, receiving her or getting no messages and stuff like that. Okay. And this person here, look at her with her card. See, she like, ooh, I got the tea. Look at her looking like Sally Jesse Raphael, honey. Yes, it is. Sally is over here on the cards. Okay, Sally done been in her, and where she is, she passed away, y'all. And there she go coming up. Look at her today. That's Sally. Sally is coming up. Now let's look into Sally, honey, because there's Sally, y'all. Let's see why Sally is coming up right now. What is Sally saying? Okay, let me look into her info. Did she die? Child, I don't think Sally died, y'all. Sally's still living. I know somebody. It's so funny because I saw a vlogger who went to New York and Sally. She said, "Y'all look, that's Sally Jesse Raphael." Look at Sally, honey. Okay, let's see. Sally. She's still. Y'all, when we started out this live, I talked about Allison. Did I not? Okay, I say that's the young lady who came out and said that she was a child situation of the Diddy, you know, that she was under attack. Or she coming out and I don't know if she's doing a lawsuit. I don't know. Okay. But Sally's looked like her daughter name is Allison. Okay. Now, Sally is 89 years old and Sally is a Pisces. Sally was born in February, okay, February 25th. Sally is a mother Pisces, which is connected to this energy right here. Pisces takes you into the underworld. Didn't I tell y'all this? Pisces takes you into the underworld. And look at Sally. Now, I don't know if we hear about her passing. Sally gonna be like, you know, we might hear about Sally passing or something. Sally getting ready to go into the underworld, but that's gonna be a big message. Let's look at her name, Sally. Let's see what it means. Hold on. Sally, that girl. Remember that? Whoa, whoa. Sally, whew, that girl. What the hell does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? It means cheerful, at ease, amused, cheered up. It says the term Sally refers to a sudden attack or charge made by troops against the enemy. I love it. A military action where they call it a sally, okay? It says it refers to a sudden attack or charge made by troops against an enemy. Y'all, didn't I tell y'all? They telling you, starve them. Don't give them no candy. Don't give these ghosts the candy, the fuel that they need to stay here and torture your arse. Stop giving them the access to you, to come into your third eye and manipulate it through your own vices, through the things that you do that you know are not in alignment with your highest good, whatever these addictions are, okay? Whatever you feel guilty about doing, like, oh, even if it's like, you know, procrastination, like I said, it could be overeating, it could be working out, it could be shopping, and we all have so many different addictions. It can be any type of addiction, okay? So this is referring to a sudden attack or charge made by troops against an enemy. So it looks like I told y'all in the beginning, I say all that work y'all was doing on y'all self, honey, y'all done came and y'all done fired back, okay? Now, Sally's middle name, which we know is Jessie. Jessie? Yeah, I remember that damn commercial. What commercial that was where the lady say, Jessie? It was one of them, it was one of those commercials about insurance, I think. Okay, let's see. Jesse means God's gift. It means the Lord exists. I told y'all. Okay, to behold, or it is some sort of gift or a gift of hope. Okay, there's a gift of hope that is being bestowed upon us, you guys. Okay, there is some sort of attack that it's like we're the ones who's attacking, like we're fighting back. Okay, this is an opportunity for you to fight back. You're getting information to fight back. Now, coincidentally, her last name is Raphael, which we know that you know, we got the archangel Raphael, okay, which Raphael means God has healed, okay? It means to be healed or restored. So this is telling us that we need to plan an attack, okay? I forget what damn Jesse meant again, y'all. Hold on. Good evening. Okay, to heal. Okay, what was Jesse? Jesse is a gift, or the Lord exists, okay, of hope, a gift of hope. Okay, so a plan of attack that we have done brings about a gift of hope for us to be healed. If this is not exactly what we started out with, in order for us to have this new beginning, we need to erase these habits, y'all. We have to conquer these habits. That is your next battle right there. That is your next fight. I always tell people, if there's no battle on the inside, there's no battle going on the outside. So when we see these countries going at it, a lot of people think, oh, that has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with us, because that is mirroring back to us that there's an inner battle we need to attack. And this is it. Okay, this is the inner battle that we need to attack, you guys. All right, so let's see. What is these messages? Because y'all be sending me some messages and some questions, honey. I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of these things, okay? All right. She said, dealing with unlawful in-laws as a god or goddess. How do I deal with like bad or mean or wicked in-laws? Okay, when you are trying to live your life as a god and or goddess. Okay, now when it comes to me and dealing with in-laws, okay, um, fortunately, I have great in-laws with my husband right now, okay. But prior to, I always tended to settle down with what they call a mama's boy. So a lot of the mothers of the guys that I dated, okay, they knew first of all I was taking their son coin because he wanted to spend time with me, okay. They knew, okay, yeah, you paying. But anywho, so they didn't care for me too much because they felt like all of a sudden their son, don't really come visit them no more too much. Maybe their son used to come every day and now he only come on the weekends because he want to be up under me all day. He want to be up under me. He with me. We hanging out. We doing things. We about this life. So I did have issues with mother-in-laws back in the day, right? But when you have in-laws, you guys, or even if you're dating and maybe it's time for you to go meet his parents or his family and stuff like that, and they tend to they gonna give you the eye in the beginning. Now, when it's in the beginning, of course, the mother does tend to feel, especially if she's, single or her marriage is not as happy as she would like for it to be. Mothers tend to meddle a little bit too much in their, son's life or their children's relationship, but they want the best for their children. But if it gets to a point where now this mother is either disrespecting you or saying things to you that are out of the way or doing things intentionally to sabotage your relationship, especially if you guys have children involved at this point. She should know better. But if you are having issues with those in-laws, you guys, where maybe his children, maybe they're grown or maybe middle teenage or something, and they don't tend to care for you, I want you to look at outside energies that may be connected to your significant other. Okay, there can be some things attached to your significant other that are not in agreement with you. Okay, there can be some entities that this person may have, especially if it's in the beginning, that this person may have that you need to look into. These in-laws are merely mirroring back to you some things that you are uncomfortable with about this person. One thing I will say is, as you work on your frequency, as you work on yourself, people will naturally fall in line. Okay, they will naturally fall in line as you start to heal yourself. When I was first dealing with in-laws, at first it was kind of like okay, well, what do I say? What do I do? Like, I noticed your mama always, I'm saying, things of that nature, but I never took action to be either disrespectful or be back and forth with them, things of that nature. I've always tried to remain very cordial with the family of anyone that I'm dating. For me, things, I'm trying to see how I just, I worked on myself, honestly, y'all. Ain't gonna lie. Because I had one mother-in-law who is the grandmother of my boys. Okay, I had her calling child protective services on me. I had her calling the police on me. This woman was trying to send me to prison, and these were her words. Okay. Because she felt like her son, which is the father of my two boys, may have committed suicide due to an issue with me, or maybe me leaving him or something of that nature. I don't know, because there was a suicide letter left, but she never let me read it. She actually told me it wasn't a suicide letter left, but the detective told me it was. He said, there was a suicide letter and there was pictures of you and two kids. So the detective said that. So I'm like, damn, it must have been. But she told me to my face. I said, was there a letter? Did he leave a letter? She said, no. So this woman is dead and gone. And to this day, I don't know why he did what he did, but she knows. Okay. And if he was hurt by the breakup, I don't know. I would never, have that closure. And she didn't want me to have that closure because she didn't have the closure with her son. So she felt like, for whatever reason, it was my fault. And we found out, as I went to therapy, I did incorporate her into my therapy sessions from time to time. And she didn't even tell me. She waited till after a therapy session where I left, okay? And she stayed behind and talked to my damn therapist. And when I went to my next session, my therapist was like, yeah, listen, She told me that she blames you for the loss of her son. And she want to take your kids from you the way you took her son from her. So a lot of things, and even though this woman called Child Protective Services on me, and for her, she knew people who worked for the Child Protective Services, so she had her friends, okay, people she knew to push for a case on me and things of that nature. And she abused, I'm saying, they abused their power. She abused her power with her even knowing them. They abused their power with the things that they did in a situation. But at the end, honey, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Okay, no weapon, right? But even though this woman, she called Child Protective Services on me, and, she had them enforce the removal of my kids and put them in her care and all of this stuff while they do an investigation and things of that nature. Even though she did that, she had my kids for, a couple weeks in her custody. And then, I got my kids back. And she was thinking the entire time, she's like, okay, I know she's not going to let me see my grandkids anymore because of what I did to her. This woman was going to court with me, y'all, and I didn't even know she was the one who called Child Protective Services in the beginning, or the police. Okay. So there was a lot of betrayal there. But in my heart, okay, in my heart, I had to find a bigger, or the gem. I always tell you guys, look for the gem, because it's something about you that the universe is using this person to mirror back to you. So just to cut a long story and make it short, you guys, when my kids were back in my custody, I didn't stop them from seeing her. I still kept our every other weekend, holidays and birthdays. I still kept our same agreement. But even though I kept my same agreement, she was very bitter with me. It was like she would do so many things and tell my kids like they didn't have to listen to me. They have their own mind. If they don't want to live in my house, they all they have to do is say something. She would go to the kids' school and pull them out of school. I'm thinking my kids are in school, and come to find out she would drop them off right before school. So I'm thinking they in school that day, and they weren't. So, and that's because I had her on the, emergency contact, and she was the only other person that could pull them out of school. And it was just the constant abuse. It was the constant, God damn, lady, do you get tired? Are you tired? But at the end of the day, y'all, at the end of the day, I kept a pure heart. I still allowed this woman around my children. And I'm like, I just like, listen, as the mother, I'm going to have belief. I'm going to have faith that my kids would know the truth. Right. And what happened is she was so angry and bitter about whatever the situation was. First of all, how are you going to say I have anything to do with the death of your son when, you should have healed him? He had mental health issues. Okay. He tended to abuse drugs. I was the one that told him to go to counseling. I was the one that took him to rehab, and nurtured him through rehab and stuff like that while he was there. Like, I was the one who really was pushing for him to heal, to heal, to heal. He had deep wounds, but because of the bitterness that she held on, that bitterness, unfortunately for her, turned into severe cancer, and she passed on from it not too long after. So that's why I say, y'all, don't let these people put nothing in you that you don't need to have in you. Keep your peace of mind, keep your peace of heart. They don't have to love you or like you, but you do have to love and like yourself. Okay. So people going to do exactly what they need to do. They're going to try to break you. They're going to try to, tear you down. They're going to try to do many of things, right, that will try to sabotage you and try to hurt you. But it's only for you. You the one open the door as to whether that weapon will prosper. Okay. And for me, that weapon didn't prosper, honey. She taught me a major lesson, though. I did find the gem in that situation, and it did bring me and my kids a lot closer. And I'm grateful for that. We were able to have those uncomfortable conversations about the passing of their father. It wasn't easy for me to tell my children as they got older, okay, your dad passed away. But not only that, he killed himself. That wasn't an easy conversation for me to have, especially someone at this time who was still under 21, and raising two kids on my own. And then, having to be that mother and father. There was no, sympathy for me in the situation. It was just, pointing the finger. It's not my fault I got that good. It ain't my fault I got that snapper, honey. I don't care. Okay. He should have acted right. He should have did what he was supposed to do. And then I would have, I loved him, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I loved him so much. I mean, he was a great guy, but he was a Gemini. He was a great guy, and he was the worst person I ever met and dated in my life at the same damn time. He was the best person, okay, and he was the worst person. He was two different people. Them damn Geminis, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all some crazy Folk, honey. Y'all two different people that don't know each other. That's the thing about it. Because when they in one version of them, it don't know the other version. So you can't tell them, well, last week they would no, what are you talking about? Listen, trying to argue with a Gemini? Honey, I cannot. But anywho, that mofo was cuckoo, y'all, for Cocoa Puffs. But I loved him. He was a great guy. He took care of me. He gave me whatever I wanted. He made it happen. He gave me the life that I wanted. But then when he turned into that other version of him, I had to get the hell away, y'all. I had to make an executive decision, right? Because anybody who would hurt themselves would damn sure hurt you. Now, it was, in fact, his intention to kill me and then kill himself. That was his intention. But see, that wasn't God's plan. Because God knew that in the future, 2024, Siren got to be talking to them folk out there. Siren got to be woken them, waking folk up. Siren got to be healing. But see, back then, I had already stepped into my purpose and didn't even know it. Okay? I felt it, but I didn't know it. All throughout my childhood, I told y'all, if I remember the first time I did, I think I was in second grade. I used to go up to people and I used to look at their hand. I said, let me see your hand. I'm going to tell you how many kids you're going to have and if you're going to be married. I used to do that in second grade, y'all. I had a line of all my classmates, and it wasn't even just my classmates because, in elementary school, you have all the classes right there. So it was people from different classes before school. They would be in a long ass line, longer than the lunch line, honey, waiting with their hand out like this for Siren to tell them how many kids they gonna have, how many gonna be girls, how many gonna be boys, and if they gonna be married. So I had already stepped into my purpose. And that the thing about it is that is when the attack came on. Okay. It was when I started to step into that I noticed as a child, certain things started to occur in my life when I look back on it. Okay. So and me meeting, these men and then, having issues with them. And like I say, I will always end up with a mama's boy. I just don't know why. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to take your son. Like, you can have your son. Your son just don't want to be there with you. He want to be over here with me. That's not my bad. Okay. That's not my bad. So, that's what it was. So dealing with these, in-laws, you guys, and I just wanted to give y'all my story of dealing with a damn in-law. Okay. It's going to be hard, but it's easy at the same time. It's what you address. And you just continue to work on yourself. You look at how much they try to attack you or, how they try to sabotage you or if they disrespect you. How are you handling that? You know what I'm saying? Are you being, are you allowing them to be a pushover on you? Keep it respectful, keep it classy, keep it high vibrational, you guys, because these are just going to be simple attacks that are going to be coming towards you, to just try to throw you off your game and to throw you out of your balance. They're only going to do it when you start to get in alignment. Okay. Now this next one, honey, girl, I don't know where you came from with this, but I'm gonna address it real quick, honey. Okay. Somebody said, Siren, what is your advice on being a goddess and being bisexual or bi-curious? Listen, I guess you get it how you get it, honey. Do I think it's a bad thing? I don't. I think we are both masculine and feminine energy. Perhaps, you want to be in either your masculine or your feminine energy when you want to be intimate. Now, listen, when it comes to even a man, okay, being bi, okay, I don't understand that, but it is what it is. However you get your rocks off. Some people go to animals, okay? I don't know. I don't care about how you get your rocks off. My only issue with a man, okay, is when he becomes a cross-dresser or transsexual. Okay, and with a woman too, when she wants to dress like a butch or a boy, or she wants to do what is it? Cher's daughter got her private area transformed into a peanut. Now, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with that? I think they turned her thing into a little peen, I guess, and it's like that big. They say, what are you gonna do? Well, who are you gonna pick? It's just you wanted one that bad that you needed their microscope to see it. I don't understand that. Now, it's one thing to be gay or bisexual, but it's another thing to want to transform yourself. when you want to go from a man to a woman. I'm not talking cross dresser, because I think some people do that for fun. That's a part of creativity. That's inner child. Okay. But when you want to transform yourself, when you want to cut your body, okay, to turn it into something else, which means you're not happy with yourself, to me, that is mental health. Now, how you get down in the bed and who you get down in the bed with is one thing. That's just how you get your kicks off. That's how you have fun. But the minute you are uncomfortable with yourself to where you want to be something or someone else, to me, it then transitioned away from just having fun and being curious to now I have mental health issues. So I want to make sure that I be very specific with that. Okay. But anywho, if it's you just wanting to get your kicks off, you feel like I'm a goddess, will that make me vibrate lower, make me a bad person if I entertain someone of the same sex, okay, romantically? I don't think so. I think you get off how you get off and you date and fall in love. You're going to learn a life lesson from that teacher, whether they are male or female. Okay. And you have fun if you so choose and things of that nature. I feel like a karmic is a karmic. Okay, whether they are girl or guy. I mean, I don't think that will lower you from being a god and or goddess or lower your frequency because you are involved in the same sex connection. I don't think so. Okay, but if you are now cutting up your body, you know what I'm saying, to go from one sex or one gender. Now, like I said, that to me, that part is unhealthy. And I feel like that is something that shows that there's some mental health that's going on and something else needs to be addressed in that particular situation. But, honey, have fun, do as you want, do who you want, whoever allows you to do them, long as you ain't, drugging them up or rubbing them down with no baby oil and taking advantage of people. It's all good. Okay. So, you guys, I am going to let you all go. Okay, y'all go get y'all tickets to the upcoming seminar. It is this Sunday. Okay, it will be at 2:00 p.m. Get you a seat up in there so you can get this tea, so that you can get into these energies right here. Okay, so that you can have this new beginning. You guys move into this new frequency, shift into this new reality that is coming up for us. Okay, I cannot wait. Right? I cannot wait. I'm very excited. Let's see. Shout out to y'all. Who's all in the building? Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Who is in the building right now? Let's see. Oh, who is in the building? Do we have anyone in the building right now? Anybody in here? I put the website. Y'all know the website, spiritualcandies.com. It's there. All right, we got Anisha. All right, Anisha. Let's see. All right, we got 2 people that is going to get the next person. I'm going to give y'all a little message, okay? We got 1 more person. Who's going to be next? So we're going to start with Anisha. All right. This is just a surprise, okay? Just a surprise. All right, let's get you a message, Anisha. We're gonna get you a message and we're gonna get you a oracle number, okay? All right. Okay. All right. All right. Ain't nobody else in here? Nobody else want a message? Okay. I love it. All right. All right. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Crystal, are you saying that you want a message? Okay, a little small message. All right, Anisha. I knew it. All right, so Anisha, you have. Hold up. Like, is somebody? Hold up, y'all. What the hell? Okay. I think it's somebody outside. Okay. So, Anisha, you have the World and the Queen of Wands. Okay. And this is a major, major, major. You're set up for a rebirth. You're set up for a major shift, okay, to occur in your life. And we have the number 33 up here coming up. Okay. The World is the number 21, which is 3. Now, you also have an opportunity for you to manifest a new beginning. Okay. You got 000 and 111. So you are definitely eligible for this reset. Okay. And it looks like there is either a business that will consider travel. There is either some sort of action. I see you being very confident. Whatever this is, you see how they have this little pot right here? Like you're cooking, you're brewing up something. Something is brewing for you. There is a beautiful new beginning. And whatever this new beginning is, you're going to be very confident and you're going to be feeling very sexy. I see weight loss. I don't know. I see a change in your body for whatever reason. A major change in your body. Like you like looking a lot just like, you know what I'm saying? I also see a shift in your wardrobe because it's like people see you, you look different. I don't know. Something may change about your hair, something about the way you look, but it's like your wardrobe or the way you present yourself. This could be a new, maybe a uniform. It's a new role, a new job, something new. But whatever it is, I feel like something is going to grow, something is going to expand. And also I do see travel. Whatever it is that you do is going to have you traveling. Okay. So there is some sort of new beginning for you, Anisha, with this 111 and 000. You are manifesting a new beginning. So, you know, whatever you're doing right now, just really keep up the good work. Okay. Really and truly keep up the good work because, honey, this is something that, you know, you've completed some sort of cycle. So it looks like when we go into like a March, okay, when we go into March of next year, or when we go into spring, there is definitely a completion of a cycle. So with that rebirth, it's going to, and we got, like I say, 33 up here. When we have that rebirth, you're going to be stepping into a whole new world, okay, a whole new dimension. So maybe you've been in the same dimension for a couple of, you know, years. Whatever it is, something major is about to change, okay? You got the 000 So there is definitely a major shift that you are being prepared for. Also, you want to work on your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, the color yellows and red that are around you right now. Working on those two energies right there is going to be very important for you. These will also be the two energies that they will try to attack. So between now and spring, you want to be very careful of, like, you may start to experience stomach cramps or, you know, maybe lower back cramps. It could be heavy menstrual cycles or some sort of attack on the womb. They can send it through like a urinary tract infection or, you know, passing some stones and all of that stuff. You know, it's some sort of attack that they may try to place in that area. Okay. Stomach issues as well. So just be very careful when you start, if you start to experience those type of things, then, you know, you got to really, you know, time to do some spiritual baths. Okay. And really shift your frequency because it looks like, honey, you are scheduled for a rebirth. You are scheduled for a new beginning. You are scheduled for that new. Okay. And they don't like it. Okay. They don't like it at all whatsoever. All right. So shout out to you. All right. So you guys, like I said, y'all go on over to spiritualcandies.com. Get y'all spot at this upcoming seminar. It's going to be this Sunday at 2:00 p.m. I will be seeing you guys there. If you are not able to be in the live part of the seminar, you guys, you will be able to watch the playback. So it's okay. I know y'all love to be there live and active, but you can always watch the playback and you can still get the information and the knowledge. Okay. You say, yes, I'm cooking up something. I have been working on my new transformation. I'm changing everything, my hair, the way I dress, everything. Oh, you saw 000 today and 999. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, honey. That's what I'm talking about. It's definitely coming up, okay, for you. So shout out to you, you guys. Now, I'm going to be the Siren Speak show, you guys. We're going to be live Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Okay, Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And outside of that, we will be on Patreon. So if you haven't, go and join the Patreon, y'all. That way you can get some very good information to move you forward through these shifts that are going on. Okay. If you want to find us on Patreon, we are under, I think we under Spiritual Candies. Yeah, when you go to Patreon, you can sign up under Spiritual Candies. But like I say, outside of that, you guys, go join up. I don't know why y'all still here. Go on over, join up. See y'all this Sunday at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. See y'all soon. Peace out, y'all. Peace.